Good evening, everyone. This is Robert RJL 518 welcoming you to another edition of Inside Pitch. The 1976 Pennant race is on the air. Today's date is September 7th of 76. We are at Yankee Stadium for the biggest rivalry in all the sports. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees. The Red Sox come into this game at 66-70, currently in third place in the American League East. They are a game and a half ahead of Baltimore for third. The Yankees are 92-42. Their magic number is 7. The Yankees are running away with this division. Detroit and Milwaukee are already eliminated. Cleveland has got a good hold on second place. They should make the playoffs, as you can see how well they've done since this page was created. And they are at 72-64. Oakland and Kansas City are tied, 76-60 for the first place in the American League West. California, 2 games back. Minnesota still alive, 4 games back of third place. Texas and the White Sox are pretty much done. The Philadelphia Phillies at 79-57 after a big doubleheader over Pittsburgh yesterday in Ticker. Pittsburgh is now 2 games back. The Mets are in third, but a game and a half back of the Pirates for third in the National League East. The Cincinnati Reds at 88-50 still hold first place and will win this division. They have a 13-game lead on the Astros. The Astros are firmly in control of second. The Dodgers, however, now find themselves in a dogfight with San Francisco and San Diego for third in the National League East. But tonight, it is the Red Sox and the Yankees. Steeler fan, BB Bob's Tabletop Sports, join us here at Yankee Stadium for this important game between these two teams. Really more important for the Red Sox. They need to win ball games. That is what they must do, and to try to hold on to third. The Red Sox did make the playoffs in my 1985 season. Can they do it again in 76? Tonight's game was a little interesting. The Yankees have a little bit of a September lineup, I should say, which is where they have a few of the call-ups in there. So it is not a number 1 lineup. However, the Red Sox, they have their A1 lineup in place for tonight's game, as Philip Reynolds joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Starting pitcher for the New York Yankees tonight is Doc Ellis. 17 wins, 8 losses, a 3.19 ERA. He got the call tonight from the Yanks and to pitch against their arch rivals, the Red Sox. Very important game tonight for Boston. Let's see if the Yankees can give them another headache. The Yankees won this game historically 4-2. There were 14 hits and no errors combined in the game. Let's get started. Top of the first, the biggest rivalry in all of sports. Yankees-Red Sox. Leading off for Boston, shortstop Rick Burleson. 291 average, 7 homers, 42 RBIs. Blue and white dice for the Yankees. They are the home team. The biggest rivalry in sports is underway. 3-3, that's a blank. Burleson will swing 4-1, and he laces a base hit into right field for a single. So Burleson gets the first hit of the game. G. Puck joins us here at Yankee Stadium. RJL 518 at Yahoo is my email there, Mr. Reynolds. And I'll go ahead and type that in real quick, so you can email me whatever you like. So Burleson on at first. Next batter for the Red Sox, second baseman Denny Doyle. 250 average, 26 RBIs. Infield already at double play depth. Let's see if Burleson doing anything. That is a 4. No steal, but a possible hit and run. Let me see. He had a stolen base rating of 12. Ellis makes it a 13. Doyle against a righty strikes out 7. -3 is 4. There is a hit and run here, but I think I'll let Doyle swing away and it'll be early. Ellis will go ahead and make the pitch. 5-6. That's an error on a throw. Doyle will swing. 5-5. That's going to be a fly out to left, and there will not be an error there, and that is out number 1. Next up for the Red Sox will be Freddie Lynn. Lynn is in center field tonight. 314 average, 10 homers, 65 RBIs. Again, anything on the bases. 19 is a no. Ellis will go ahead and pitch. 1-2. This time it's an error on a grounder. Lynn, 5-2. And that's another fly out to left. And of course, no error, 2 down. Leadoff base hit, but so far the Red Sox haven't done anything with it. Next batter, left fielder Carl Yastrzemski. 267 average, 21 homers, 102 RBIs. 19, Reggie Smith. What, for the Dodgers? 2 different right field ratings on his card? I'll have to look. I'll have to look at that card. Burleson on it first. Yastrzemski at the plate. See if anything on the bases. That is a 16, nothing happening. Ellis will pitch 2-4. That's blank. Yaz will swing 3-5. Base hit to right field for Yastrzemski. Burleson's base running ratings of 4. It becomes a 5 with 2 outs. Single to right +2 is a 7. Right fielder for the Yankees is Gamble, +1 is an 8. Burleson will have no problem making third on that single to right. Runners at the corners with 2 outs as Yaz continues the inning. Keith White joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Next batter will be the catcher, the original Pudge, Carlton Fisk. 255 average, 17 homers, 58 RBIs. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Doc Ellis already in a little bit of a jam here on the top of the first. Anything on the bases, that is a 9. Nothing happening there. Pitch coming from Ellis, 5-5. That is a range play. Fisk will swing, 6-6. That's a star 6. It's a fly ball to center field. The ball is hit to Elliot Maddox. He is in center field for the Yankees tonight, and his range is a 2. He makes the catch and takes a possible hit away from Fisk, and the inning is over. A fly out to center, and the Red Sox can't do anything with it. No runs, 2 hits for the Red Sox, and we go to the bottom of the first. And let me see. Give me 1 minute there. Give me 1 second. Timeout on the field because BB just brought up something, and I got to look at it real fast. Although I don't remember seeing anything about that. Reggie Smith, and I know he is a Dodger. Ooh, yeah, you're right. Reggie Smith does have 2 right field ratings on there. I will have to get with Chris and find that out. I'm pretty sure that's an error. He's going to have to send us another card. I'd never noticed that at all on Reggie Smith's card. Nice job there. A nice catch there, BB. I'm going to put that to the side and remind me to give Chris a question on that. He might just tell me to disregard one, but since it is a printed set that actually does make a difference, I will let him know on that. I did not know. I didn't see that. And that's surprising. I usually catch any errors he has. I'm pretty sure it's a misprint, but I will check it out for you. Anyway, bottom of the first inning coming up, starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox will be Louis Tiant. 21 wins, 12 losses, a 3.06 ERA. El Presidente gets the call tonight for the Red Sox. Bottom of the first for the Yankees, they have a few September call-ups in the lineup. Leading off for the Yankees will be center fielder Elliot Maddox. 217 average, no homers, 3 RBIs. The Yankees, of course, are firmly in control of the American League East. They're going to clinch this division probably maybe by the end of the week or early next week. Tiant will pitch. 1-2. Home run chance. Maddox, though, is a 0, so it ain't happening there. Maddox will swing 4-1, and he grounds out to third. Wow. Tiant better be careful the rest of the game. If he's going to give up meatballs to September call-ups. Next batter for the Yankees, left fielder Roy White, 286 average, 14 homers, 65 RBIs. No, he would not have dual ratings. He would not have dual ratings, okay, for that. He hasn't have any dual ratings no matter what team he was on. That's got to be an error. I'll have to check with him, and he will be happy to take care of it. I'll get with him. I'll email him a picture of the card and let him know it needs to be fixed. I've already sent him I've sent him already about 10. I'm going through all the seasons that I have, and of course it's every season he's got. And I've noticed a lot of misspelling errors, some color errors, and I'm letting him know of everything. Here's White. Tiant, 3-3, strikeout 3. Got him, struck him out. Yankee Stadium takes away 3 from strikeouts and 2 from walks. He was a 7, -3 is a 4. He will get White on a K. Strikeout number 1 for El Presidente. He had 131 of them that year. Next batter will be the catcher, Thurman Munson. May he rest in peace. 302 average, 17 homers, 105 RBIs. I'm pretty sure Munson would have been a Hall of Famer. Maybe they should put him in anyway. 4-5, that's blank. Munson will swing. 3-4, that's a ball hit into center field. That is 11 against a right-hander. Munson just smacked a double. And he goes ahead and confirms my idea of putting him in the Hall. Munson gets a 2-out, 2-bagger. He will hold at second. Next up for the Yanks, first baseman Chris Chambliss. 293 average, 17 homers, 96 RBIs. Munson on at second. Tiant will see if anything happening on the bases. That is a 5. And nope. Munson staying where he's at. Tiant with the pitch. 6-4, strikeout 15, no. Chambliss will swing. 3-5, that's a star 1. It'll be a fly out to left, and that will end and we'll retire the side. So no runs and a hit for the Bronx Bombers, and we have no score after 1. A game the Red Sox need to win. Just keep on staying ahead of the Orioles, and the Orioles are not done yet by any means. They're only a game and a half back of Boston for third. Top of the second, leading off for the Red Sox, will be first baseman Cecil Cooper. 282 average, 15 homers, 78 RBIs. Ellis will go ahead and pitch. 1-2, error on a grounder. Cooper, 4-2, star 6, fly out to center. No error, of course. And that is out number 1. Coming up for the Red Sox next, their designated hitter, Jim Rice. 282 average, 25 homers, 85 RBIs. Ellis will go ahead and pitch to Rice. And that's a 5-4. Strikeout 11. Yes, that will get Rice on a K. Struck them out. And that is strikeout number 1 for Ellis. Not a hard thrower. Only had 65 Ks that year. And that's out number 2. 2 outs. And here is Dewey Dwight Evans. Evans is in right field. 242 average, 17 homers, 62 RBIs. Yeah, I have caught some error and just proofreading and quality assurance. I mean, I know I think he's a one-man job. I don't think anybody else helps him. Not surprised he actually gets errors, as less errors as he gets. I think Chris does this all by himself. Ellis with the pitch, 3-1. That is a blank. Evans, 4-4. Line drive to third, inning over. A 1-2-3 inning for Ellis. Unless his wife helps him or something like that. Then again, I don't know if he's married. I never asked him. 1-2-3, go the Bo Sox. No score here. Bottom of the second. Brian Patterson joins us here at Yankee Stadium. For the Yankees, their designated hitter, Carlos May. 259 average, 3 homers, 43 RBIs. Tiant will go ahead and pitch. 2-2. That's a walk chance. That 6 is going to be good, and May will walk to first. Tiant had 62 walks that year. First walk given up by El Presidente. Infield goes to double play death. Third baseman Greg Nettles is up, and he is a hitter. 254 average, 32 bombs, 93 RBIs. Anything happening on first base? The 11 is a no. Tiant will go ahead and deal. 1-6. That's a possible error. Nettles will swing. 6-2 against a right-hander. Nettles laces a double into right field corner for the Yankees. That is a double to right. The right fielder is Evans. Evans has an error rating of a 1. That's an 8. There's not going to be an error, so normal base running advancement. May, base running rating is a 3. Double to right, -1 is 2. Evans, -1 arm is a 1. May only scores on a 1. And he will hold at third on a 3. Greg Nettles gets a double but cannot bring the run in. And the Yankees are in business here in the bottom of the second. Next up will be right fielder Oscar Gamble, 232 average, 57 RBIs, 17 homers. The infield is going to play in. They're going to try to not allow May to score. The Red Sox know that if the Yankees score runs, it makes it a lot more difficult to beat them. And they know how good this team is. Anything on the bases, the 17 is a no. Tiant will go ahead and pitch. 4-1. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium, 4-1. That's a ground ball to first base. That's a ground ball to first. Carlos May's base running rating is a 3, becomes a 1. He is not going to try to come home, and the out will automatically be out at first, and that is out number 1. And why not? There was not even an out yet, so he will not come home, and it's a ground ball to first, and the runners hold. World's worst gamer joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Unfortunately, maybe Gamble will get a home run later. He could do it. 1 out. And the next batter for the Yankees will be second baseman Cesar Tovar. Tovar was purchased from the Oakland Athletics late in August. So Tovar is now on the Yankees. 167 average, 6 RBIs. Tovar, this is one of the only games he started for the Yankees at this time of the year. Anything on the bases, that is a 9. Nothing happening. Tiant will go ahead and pitch. 5-2, that's a blank. Tovar will get to swing. 3-2, that's a star 1. It's a fly ball to left field. Now that's out number 1. That's out number 2. He has no sacrifice fly rating. May's base running rating is a 3. It's a fly ball to right field. The right fielder is Evans, -1. A 1-2, May will score. He does not. It was not hit deep enough. May will stay at third and remains 2 outs. Tovar couldn't bring in the run. No sacrifice fly chance. Now 2 outs. The infield will now move back. Next batter is the shortstop, Fred Stanley. 238 average, a homer, 20 RBIs. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Can the Red Sox get out of this jam? That is a 17. Tiant will deal. 4-3, that's a blank. Stanley, 1-5, that's a fly ball to center field, and the Red Sox will get out of it. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and a double, but they can't bring the run in. On a ground ball, a fly out, and another fly out. Wow. What a job by Tiant. No score after 2. Inning number 3 coming up. Batting for the Red Sox will be their third baseman, Butch Hobson. 234 average, 8 homers, 34 RBIs. I said the Red Sox are pretty much using their main lineup in this game. The Yankees have a couple of September call-ups in the lineup. Pitch from Ellis. 6-1. Hit by pitch. 7 no. Hobson will go ahead and swing the bat. 6-5. And he base hit past the shortstop. Hobson gets a single. Second time in the ball game that the Red Sox get the leadoff man on base. We'll see now what Burleson can do. He's 1 for 1, has a base hit. Infield a double play depth. Hobson really not a stealing threat. And the 16 confirms it. Does the Reggie Smith card have him rated at center field? No, it's not at center field. Either way, Steeler fan, even either way, if that was supposed to be a center field rating, since this is a printed set, he needs to make that change. I'll have to let him know. He probably doesn't know. So I will send him an email letting him know that that card needs to be replaced. And by the way, BBBB, send him the same email. Send him the same email. He will send you a replacement card. It's not a problem for him. Send him the same email. I'll show him the picture of the Reggie Smith card where there's a mistake. Since it is a printed set, it does need to be fixed. It would be different if it was a PDF. If it was a PDF, I wouldn't mind. He could just send me another PDF. But since it's printed and you paid for printed, he needs to take care of it, and he does. Remember, Chris has some of the best customer service you'll find. Ellis will go ahead and pitch. See, nothing on the 11. I already rolled that, didn't I? Ellis will pitch. 6-5. Strikeout right, not a chance. 18 is a no. Burleson will swing. 5-3. That's a ball hit. That is a ball hit to right field. That is a 17 against a righty. It's going to be too high. And that is going to be a fly out to right. So out number 1. And, of course, Hobson stays at first. Next batter is Doyle. Doyle is 0 for 1. Hobson on it first. We'll see if he does anything this time. 14 says a no. Ellis will go ahead and pitch. 5-6. That's an error on a throw. Doyle, 4-2. That's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Nettles. Nettles has an error rating of 8. That is a 16. There won't be an error. Now, will we see the double play? 2-0. 3. Second base. Tovar is a 0. 1-3. Double play. Yes, they do. Side retired. Denny Doyle grounds out into the 5-4-3. So no runs and a hit for the Red Sox. We go to the bottom of the third. I mean, if you just want to make a change on it, you can do that and just deal with it that way. Me, in my opinion, since this is a printed set, it should be fixed. That's my opinion, and he does. Remember, I love Chris. Chris is awesome. He like with all the sets he does, and I believe it's a one-man show. Bottom of the third, here's Elliot Maddox. Maddox is 0 for 1. Tiant will go ahead and pitch. 5-2, that's blank. Maddox, 2-1, star 5, and a ground out to short. Out number 1. Right field, a mistake. It sounds like right field could be. Yeah, I think it's center field. I'm sorry there, Steeler fan. Yeah, I think it's center field. I'm pretty sure it is. And then, of course, it may not be. I don't know. We'll have to see when I send it to him. Here's Roy White. White is 0 for 1. Tiant, 2-3 against a switch hitter left. That's going to be an automatic out. That's going to be a star 6 and a fly out to center. 2 men down. Here comes Munson. Munson hit a double his last time up. Tiant ready to pitch. 6-3 against a righty. Strikeout 6. No, that's too high. Munson, 5-1. This time he hits a line drive right to second base. Doyle puts up his glove and it goes right in there. And that is 1-2-3 for El Presidente. So after 3 innings, we got a pretty good pitchers matchup so far. No score after 3. That's why you the best, Matt. That's why you the best. Top of the 4th. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Freddie Lynn. Lynn is 0 for 1. Fans here at Yankee Stadium, even though they know their Yankees are going to win this division, and I know the Red Sox may make the playoffs, they still want to see their beloved Yankees crush the hated Red Sox. Ellis, 6-2. Range play at the park. Yankee Stadium, 6-4. That's a grounder to second base. That ball is hit to Tovar. Tovar's range is a 3. Nope, that's going to get by him for a base hit. Tovar just a little bit out of position, and Lynn has a single. Freddie Lynn hits it right past Tovar, and now here's Yaz. Yaz is 1 for 1, has a base hit. Double play depth coming up, and that is an 18, and nothing happening there. Ellis will go ahead and pitch to Yastrzemski. Ellis, 5-4, strikeout 7, no, too high. Yastrzemski is an 8, but -3 makes that a 5. Yaz will swing. 2-1, and that's going to be a ground ball to third. Are they going to turn the double play? 3-0-4. Second base Tovar is a 0, 1-4. Yes, they do. 2 outs. Another double play hit into by Boston. 2 men down. Two outs now as Yaz hits around the horn. Here's Carlton Fisk. Fisk is 0 for 1. Ellis, that's the second double play the Red Sox have hit into. Ellis will go ahead and pitch. 3-5. That's a walk, and that is right on it. A 2 or a 12, but I don't think it will matter because Fisk against the righties is 16. -2 is a 14, so that is a walk either way, so I won't have to roll. Fisk will go to first. So a 2-out walk, and it now brings Cooper up to bat. Cooper is 0 for 1. Fisk does have stealing ability, but that 7 is not going to allow him to go anywhere. Ellis gets ready to go. Here's the pitch. 6-6. That's a walk, but that 20 is not even close. Cooper, 1-3. He grounds it to third. The throw is going to go to second to get Fisk, and that will end the inning. Another hit for the Red Sox, but another double play earlier kills their chance. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Louis Tiant will go ahead and kick the rubber. Next batter for the Yankees will be Chambliss. Chambliss is 0 for 1. El Presidente knows the Red Sox need to win games to stay ahead of Baltimore. They probably already know that they will not catch the Indians for second. So right now, Boston is playing for at the very least a wild card playoff. 3-6 from Tiant. That's a range play. Chambliss, 6-5. That's a line drive to short. That's hit to Hobson. Hobson's range is a 2. Nope, that's going to get by him for a base hit. Single pass short, and Chambliss is on at first. He will hold there, and the batter will be Carlos May. May has walked his first time up. Double play depth is on. Chambliss really not a stealing threat unless it's a hit and run, and even that's not happening. Tiant looking in. He will deal 5-5. That's blank. May, 3-3. That's going to be a base hit again past the shortstop. Single for May. Chambliss' base running rating is a 2. He will not make third. He will have to hold at second. And the Yankees are now in business. I know everybody in the chat loves the Yankees. I'm very aware of that. Everybody loves the Yankees. Here is Greg Nettles. Nettles is got a double his first time up. He is 1 for 1. The infield is still in the double play depth. Anything happening? The 12 is a no. Tiant will go ahead and pitch to Nettles. 5-6 against the lefty. That's going to be an automatic out. Star 2, that's going to be a fly out to center. Chambliss' base running rating is a 2. Fly ball to center -2 is a 0. Center fielder for Boston is Lynn. He has a 0. Chambliss cannot go to third anyway. He will stay at second automatically. Nettles hits a shallow fly to center field. Here is Oscar Gamble. Gamble is 0 for 1. Strat roll says nothing happening there. Tiant will go ahead and make the pitch. 1-2. Home run chance. Gamble against a righty. Who called it in the chat? I believe that. Who called that? Who called that? Who called that? Home run chance. That was World's Worst Gamer. He says, I am going to gamble and bet on Oscar to hit a home run. 1-2. Home run chance. Against a righty. Gamble is a 20. That is a 20. Wouldn't matter. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is hit deep to right field. It is gone. Home run, Oscar Gamble. World's Worst Gamer called it. That is a 3-run jack by Oscar Gamble. And my man in the chat, World's Worst Gamer, makes the call. He points to the outfield, and Gamble does just that. And the Yankees are up 3-0 on a 3-run homer by Gamble. Stadium cheers. Yay! Yankee haters groan. Louis Tiant serves him up a meatball, and Gamble turned it into lasagna. That is gone. Here is Cesar Tovar. Tovar is 0 for 1. Louis Tiant, we'll see if he shrugs off the homer. 4-5, that's a blank. Tovar will swing. 2-5, that's a star 6 and a fly out to center. And that is the second out. And the next batter is Stanley. Stanley goes ahead, is 0 for 1. Tiant will go ahead and pitch. 4-5, that's a blank. Stanley, 6-4, that's a ground ball to short. Up with it there will be Burleson, and throws to first for the out, and the side is retired. 3 runs on 3 hits. A cold shot by World's Worst Gamer on Oscar Gamble, and the Yankees lead 3-0, and I'm actually going to write that in the book. World's Worst Gamer called Oscar Gamble's home run. I wrote it in the book, and of course, I don't delete the chats. So everybody who watches this replay will see that World's Worst Gamer called it. World's Worst Gamer gets a trophy from me. Actually, I'll go ahead and give him a medal. There you go. Medal there for you, World's Worst Gamer. How about we get back to baseball? We go to the top of the 5th. Yankees up 3-0. Top of the 5th inning here. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Jim Rice. Ellis will come on pitch. Ellis will go ahead and pitch to Rice as Bob B joins us here at Yankee Stadium. But still lots of baseball to play. 4-4, that's blank. Rice will swing. 1-4. Star 6, he flies out to center. That's the first out. Here is Dewey Evans. Evans is 0 for 1. Ellis will go ahead and pitch. 2-5, that's a blank. Evans gets the swing. 1-1, that's a ground ball right back to Ellis. He'll take it and underhand it to first for the second out. And that will now bring up Butch Hobson. Hobson singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Ellis will go ahead and deal. 1-4. That's an automatic out. Star 4, a ground ball to first, and that will do it. So Doc Ellis goes ahead and retires the Red Sox 1-2-3, as he should, and really keep the momentum on the Yankee side. Halfway through the game, 3-0 Bronx Bombers. Bottom of the fifth, Elliot Maddox will lead off for the Yanks. He is 0 for 2. Tiant will go ahead and pitch. 1-5, that's a wild pitch. Ball 1. Tiant again, 4-5, that's blank. Maddox will swing away. 3-3, base hit to right field. Maddox gets himself a single. Elliot Maddox, September call-up, will get a hit in the game. And I'm sure he'll get some kudos from the crowd, a young kid. Here's Roy White, if he is young. I really don't know. I mean, I know he's a September call-up. I call him young. Doesn't mean if he was young. I'm not sure. White is 0 for 2. Double play depth is on. Maddox really not a threat to do anything. The 5 says nothing happened there. Tiant will go ahead and pitch. Al, Red Sox fan, King of the Hill, has shown himself into the chat. The absolute most greatest channel on the network. And, of course, our Red Sox fan, check out some awesome things he did, including last night, a great Super Bowl between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams in 1977. Please check it out. Tiant will go ahead and pitch to White. 2-2. That's a walk. 15. Yeah, he walked White. That is a walk. Tiant goes ahead and walks White, and runners at first and second. As our Red Sox fan says, the 1976 Red Sox. Runners now at first and second. Here is Thurman Munson. Munson is 1 for 2. Munson has a double. And that is a 12. No play on the bases. Tiant will deal. 3-5. Hit by pitch. 6. No. Munson is a 10, but -5 from Tiant makes that a 5. That's a 6. He just barely misses Munson. Munson, 2-2. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Let's see where that was hit to. And that ball is hit right at the third baseman. A choice of force at only a third or a second to first double play. He'll try second to first. Double play rating 2-0-3. Second base, Boston Doyle is a 0. 1-3, they turn the double play. No. Maddox will get to third. Roy White normally would make that. His base running rating is a 4 with a 4, but because the infield is halfway, his base running rating becomes a 3. So White is out. Munson will be safe at first on the fielder's choice. Runners now at the corners with 1 out. And here comes Chris Chambliss. Chambliss is 1 for 2. Runners at first and third. El Presidente gave up a home run to Oscar Gamble. Oh, be quiet, Steeler fan. Don't be jealous now. My Dolphins love Al Red Sox fans' replays. Runners at first and third. See if anything on the bases. That is a 17. No. Tiant. 6-6. That's a walk. 6. No. Too high. That's going to be too high. Chambliss will swing. 3-1. That's a star 6, and it's going to be a fly ball to center field. That is out number 2. Chambliss has a sacrifice fly rating of 1. Does he bring in Maddox automatically? No. Maddox has a base running rating of 2. The fly ball is to center. Lynn has an arm of 0. 1-2. Maddox will score. And he does not. He holds at third. So no sacrifice fly rating. Now 2 outs. It will bring up Carlos May. May is 1 for 1. Has a single and walked. Tiant trying to get out of this inning now. 14, nothing on the bases. Tiant will pitch. 1-4. Error on a throw. May. 3-5. That's going to be a ground ball to short, and that ball is hit to Burleson. Burleson's error rating is an 11. That's a 2. We're going to have an error on a throw. It's going to be an error on Rick Burleson. Figuring that the question is where did it go? Since he can make a throw to second or first, there are 2 outs. There are 2 outs in this case. Usually I take the base runner with the lower rating in this, the lower speed, so he would make the throw to first in this case since the runner was already going. So I'm going to say the throw went to first. Let's see. That's an error on a throw. So let's see if Cooper prevents the ball from getting past him. A run already does score no matter what. So let's see what happens. Cooper's range is a 4. He will prevent the ball from getting past him, so it's only going to be a 1-base error. So Maddox will come in to score. Munson is safe at second, and May is safe at first on a huge error by Burleson. And that is an E6. And that's the first error on the Red Sox. And not the first time Rick Burleson has made an error in my games. So 2 outs, and it's now 4-0 Yankees. Yankee Stadium cheers. Yay! Yankee haters in the chat groan. Ugh. An error on Burleson, and that will allow Greg Nettles to come up now. Nettles is 1 for 2, has a double. Tiant can't believe it. That should have been an out, and Tiant knows it. Nothing happening on the strat roll. As Philip Reynolds says, the wrong team is winning. Tiant will pitch 6-1, strikeout 17, no. Nettles will swing the bat. 3-1, that's a fly out to right, and that will end the inning. And Tiant maybe is lucky it wasn't worse than that. 1 run on 1 hit and 1 error. After 5, Yankees leading 4-0. The Red Sox are a game and a half ahead of Baltimore for 3rd place. Remember, top 3 teams in each division make the playoffs. The Yankees, their magic number is 8. They will clinch this division either by the end of this week or early next week. The game means more to the Red Sox than it does the Yankees. Top of the 6th, and leading off for the Red Sox will be Rick Burleson, and he gets a sarcastic cheer from the Yankee crowd here at Yankee Stadium. I should say newly renovated Yankee Stadium. This is 1976. The Yankees, this is what Yankee Stadium would look like the rest of the way until 2000, until they moved into the house that Jeter built. Burleson is 1 for 2. Remember, the Yankees played at Shea in 74 and 75 while the stadium was being renovated. Ellis with the pitch. 1-2. That's an error on a grounder. Burleson swings. 6-6. That is a ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Stanley. Stanley's error rating is a 4. That's a 16. He's got it. The throw goes to first for out number 1. Ground out to short. And next up is Doyle. Doyle is 0 for 2. Yeah, they played it. That's right, World's Worst Game. They played at Shea Stadium in the years 74 and 75 while Yankee Stadium was being renovated. So for any of you who have the 1974 or 75 seasons from Inside Pitch and it says Shea Stadium on it, it is not a mistake. And I actually caught him on that. He sent me ones with Yankee Stadium on it. I actually had to say they were at Shea, and he said, oh, my God, you're right. And he sent me 2 new ballpark cards corrected. So let him know. If they say Yankee Stadium, ask him to change them for him. They were not at Yankee Stadium at 74 and 75. Ellis will pitch. So you'll learn something tonight. 3-2. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium. 3-3. That's a star 1 and a ground out to second. That'll be out number 2. So yes, 1976 was the first year the Yankees were back in Yankee Stadium after the final renovations to that place They would stay there, of course, until they moved into the new Yankee Stadium today, which is a gorgeous ballpark. I can't say it's not. A little too corporate for my taste. I went there. Fred Lynn is the next batter for the Red Sox. He is 1 for 2. I love Citi Field more, though. I thought Citi Field was more fan-friendly. Yankee Stadium looked a little bit too corporate. Ellis with the pitch. 3-4. That's blank. Lynn will swing away. 2-2. Base hit to center. Lynn has a single. He gets a 2-out base knock. That's his second hit of the game. And now can Yaz keep the inning alive? The Yankees have already scored the amount of runs they had in the historical game, 4. They did win this game 4-2. Anything on the bases? That is a 19, nothing happening. Ellis will pitch to Yaz. 6-3, automatic out. Star 5 and a grounder to second, and that will do it. No runs and a hit for the Bo Sox. It remains 4-0 in favor of the Bombers. Wonder if they had one team playing a day game and one a night game on the same day. I don't think so, but you have to check on that. I do know Shea Stadium is one of the only stadiums in, what went down is like, remember, there were other teams that shared the same stadium. Remember the St. Louis Cardinals and the St. Louis Browns, who would become the Baltimore Orioles, shared Sportsman's Park. So they shared the same stadium. So Sportsman's Park pretty much had a game every night. So in 74 and 75, Shea Stadium had pretty much a game every night, I believe. I didn't actually look at the schedules, but it's possible. I think they did. Bottom of the 6th, Oscar Gamble will lead off. Gamble gets a big cheer from the Yankee Stadium crowd for hitting a 3-run jack. Tiant has 6 more batters left before he tires. We'll see what he does here. Tiant will pitch to Gamble. 4-4. That's a strikeout. 1 got him. He'll get Gamble on a K. That is the second strikeout by Tiant. And by the way, the Oscar Gamble home run was called by World's Worst Gamer in the chat. Please check it. Next up for the Yankees will be Tovar. Tovar is 0 for 2. Tiant with the deal. 3-4, that's a walk. 19, that's too high. Tovar will swing. 4-2, that's a fly out to right. 2 men down. Next up is Fred Stanley. Stanley is 0 for 2. One thing about having the Mets and Yankees now in interleague play, remember a couple of times they had the Mets and the Yankees play. They had a doubleheader. They had one game played at Shea in the at Citi Field in the morning, and then in the afternoon. And then the Yankees played at Yankee Stadium at night, and Shea Stadium as well. They did that as well. 3-2. That's a blank for Tiant. Stanley will swing. 5-4. Star 2. That's a fly out to center, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning for Tiant. I will check the email there, sir, as soon as the game is over. As soon as we are done. After 6, 4-0 in favor of the Bombers. Top of the 7th coming up. Pretty fast-moving game so far. Doc Ellis pitching a shutout. He's given up a few hits, but nobody's been able to come in. Here's the original Pudge. Fisk is up. He is 0 for 1. Walked his last time up. Ellis will pitch. Boston needs to get some runs. 6-5 against a righty. Strikeout 20. Not a chance. Fisk 6-4, and he grounds it right back to Ellis, who'll throw to first for out number 1. Another nice pitch by Ellis, and Fisk got way over that one and just chopped it right back to the mound. Cecil Cooper is next. He is 0 for 2. Ellis will deal. 4-5 against the lefty. That is a blank. Cooper will put the bat on the ball. 2-3, and he hits a line drive right to short, and it goes to Stanley. He'll make the play, out number 2. 2 men down, and the batter now is Rice. Rice is 0 for 2. Ellis will go ahead and pitch. 1-5. That's a walk plus 10. And that 18 is still going to be too high. Rice is a 5, makes it a 15. -2 is a 13. He does not walk Rice. 3-4, and Rice is just going to go ahead and hit a ground ball to short, and the throw goes to first. Another 1-2-3, a nice 1-2-3 inning by Ellis. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. And New York, New York. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up tomorrow. And I already have a game scheduled for tomorrow night in the National League. The choices I had was Cincinnati at Houston and San Francisco and the Dodgers. The Astros are 13 games back of the Reds, and the Astros right now have a pretty good hold on second place in the division. The San Francisco Dodger game is actually more important. The Dodgers are the Giants are 2 games back of the Dodgers for third. So that is the game we're going to do tomorrow. So tomorrow night we'll be at Dodger Stadium as the San Francisco Giants will take on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Montefiusco against Tommy John. That should be a good game, and that is a big matchup between the Dodgers and the Giants tomorrow night in the National League. So join us there for that one tomorrow night. Should be fun, as they always are. Bottom of the 7th, Yankees up 4-0. Louis Tiant, they're going to keep him out there, see if he can get through the inning. It is the top of the batting order for the Yanks. Here's Elliot Maddox. He's 1 for 3. Tiant will pitch. 4-1. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 3-2, and that is a home run possibility to center field. However, Elliot Maddox has a 0 there, so that's just going to be a fly out to center. So pretty much Maddox hit it as hard as he could, but really not deep enough, as Fred Lynn just kind of really just tracks that down close to the warning track, but that's about it. Out number 1, here's Roy White. White is 0 for 2. He walked his last time up. Tiant, 6-1, and that is a strikeout. 16 is not good. White will take a swing at the ball, 4-3, and he grounds it to first. And that is out number 2. So far, Tiant really pitching a pretty good game. If it wasn't for the home run, this game would be a lot different. Here's Thurman Munson. Munson is 1 for 3, has a double. Tiant trying to pitch. Let's see what he's got. 3-2, that's a blank. Munson will swing. 3-5, and he pops out to short, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning for El Presidente. After 7, still 4-0 Yanks. Top of the 8th inning coming up. See, Doc Ellis has 3 more batters he can face before tiring. Yankee bullpen is ready if necessary. Dewey Evans is up first. He is 0 for 2. Ellis has done a good job tonight for the Yankees. Ellis with the pitch. 3-6 against a righty. Strikeout 18. No, that's too high. Evans will swing the bat. 1-3, and he grounds it to short. One out. The batter will be Butch Hobson. Hobson is 1 for 2. Ellis ready to deal. 6-1. Hit by pitch. 10. No. Hobson avoids that. Let's see what he can do here. 2-4. That's a star 5 and a ground out to second. Ellis right now is pitching some pretty good baseball tonight. The Red Sox historically got 2 runs in this game. Ellis has not allowed that at all. Here's Rick Burleson. Burleson is 1 for 3. Again, he gets that sarcastic cheer from the Yankee crowd for the error. Ellis will go ahead and pitch. 3-5. That's a walk. That 3 will walk Burleson. And Burleson does trot down to first on a 2-out walk. Now the batter is Denny Doyle, and Ellis is now tired. Do they want him to pitch to Doyle or no? And I think the Yankees are going to go to the bullpen here. So that is going to be it for Ellis. He is tired, and the Yankees are not going to take any chances. He will come out, and they're going to bring in a lefty to pitch. And we are in the 8th inning, so I don't see why not. You don't bring in this guy. So here he comes. Coming out to pitch for the New York Yankees, Mr. Sparky Lyle. Sparky Lyle, 7 wins, 8 losses, 23 saves, a 2.26 ERA. Lyle will come out to pitch. One of the best mustaches, one of the best fluffed up mustaches in history. Sparky Lyle will pitch to Doyle. Doyle is 0 for 3. And he is going to... do I wonder if you want him to... Do you want him to pinch hit here? It's 8th inning. I can pitch for position player. Let me see if we want to. See what the Red Sox want to do here. They need to get a hit. Right, second base. I'm going to take a chance on it. Denny Doyle is going to come out of the game. The Red Sox will bring in a pinch hitter. And it is going to be Rick Miller. Rick Miller will pinch hit. Rico Petrocelli will take over at second base for the Red Sox. So here is Rick Miller, 283 average, 27 RBIs. As Sports Time Machine joins us here at Yankees Stadium. Burleson on it first. The Red Sox need a hit. There are 2 outs. Now Rick Miller pinch hitting for Denny Doyle. And I'm not rolling the strat. Lyle will pitch. 3-5. That's a blank. He's not tired. Miller will swing. 6-3. Star 2, and he grounds it to short. And the throw goes to first to get Miller. And that will end the inning. Nothing across for Boston except a walk. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Rico Petrocelli takes over at second base for the Red Sox. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Leading off for the Yankees will be Chris Chambliss. That is all for Louis Tiant. He is done for the game. They have 3 lefties coming up for the Yankees, so I'm sure we'll see a left-hander. Let's see who the Red Sox will come up with. And they're going to come out and bring out, it's a 4-0 lead, though. Coming on to pitch for the Red Sox will be Rick Jones. 5 wins, 3 losses, 3.36 ERA. Jones will be the second Red Sox pitcher. And Chris Chambliss will lead off for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 8th. Chambliss is 1 for 3. Jones with the pitch. 3-3. Wild pitch. Ball 1. Do it again. 4-6. Strikeout. 13. No, that's no good. Chambliss will swing. 3-4. That's a ball hit to center field. That is a 15 against a lefty. That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, Chris Chambliss. A 3-4 is a ball hit to center field, and against the lefty, a 15 is a bomb. That is gone. Chambliss hits a home run. They bring in Rick Jones, and the first batter he does is serve up a meatball to Chambliss, and Chambliss turns it into lasagna. 5-0 Yankees. Stadium cheers. Yay! Yankee haters groan. 5-0 Yankees on a bomb by Chambliss, and he got all of that one. That was not a mistake by the pitcher. That's just Chambliss with power. Carlos May will be the next batter for the Yanks. He's 1 for 2, reached on an error and hit a single. Jones with the pitch. 1-5. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium 2-6. That's a ground out to third. That is out number 1. Anytime a ball is hit, a home run is hit off the batter card, that's just plain batter power. Rick Jones pitched him. Actually, Rick Jones really didn't pitch him a meatball on that one. That was actually a good pitch by Jones. Chambliss just said, I don't care how good the pitch is, this ball's going out. Here's Greg Nettles. Nettles is 1 for 3. So that was not a mistake by Jones. I apologize to him. Pitch from Jones, 4-4. That's a range play at the park. Yankee Stadium, 6-3. That's grounded at the plate to the catcher. And that's Fisk. Fisk's range is a 4. He's not going to get that one. He's going to look around for it, looking around for it. Fisk finally picks it up, but Nettles is already on it first. That's going to be a base hit. Grounded at the plate, and by the time Fisk found the ball and picked it up, Nettles is already on first. That's going to be a base hit. That's a single 2. So Nettles on at first with a single, and now the batter is Oscar Gamble. Gamble is 1 for 3. He has a home run in the game. 2 outs, double play, 1 out, double play death. Nothing on Strat. Jones will go ahead and pitch. 6-3, strikeout, 9-0. Gamble gets the swing away. 6-1. That's a ground ball to second. Let's see if they turn the double play. 1-0-2. Shortstop is Stanley. He has a 0 arm. 1-2. No, they do not. Nettles will be thrown out at second, and they can't get the relay. Gamble beats it back to first, and that's going to be 2 outs on the fielder's choice. 2 men away now. Here is Cesar Tovar. Tovar is 0 for 3. Tovar was purchased from the A's in August. Gamble on it first. Jones, 3-3. That's a wild pitch. 14-0. Too high. Ball 1. Rick Jones avoids the wild pitch. Now he'll pitch to Tovar again. 5-6. Again with the range play. Tovar will swing. 5-2. That's a ball hit to left field. That's a ball hit to left. There's an 18. That is going to be too high, but it is a range play. So it's a ball hit to left field. That is hit to Yaz. Yastrzemski's range is a 3. He will make the catch and end the inning. So a fly out to left, inning over. 1 run on 2 hits. A big solo jack by Chris Chambliss after a 5-0 in favor of the Bombers. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th inning coming up. Can Boston pull off an improbable win here somehow or get back into this game? But Sparky Lyle on the mound for the Yankees, and he is still strong. He's got plenty of batters left to face. Freddie Lynn leads off for the Red Sox. He is 2 for 3, though, tonight. Lynn has 2 singles. Lyle with the pitch. That's a 6-5. That's an error on a throw. Lynn 4-4. That's a fly out to right. There won't be an error, and that's out number 1. One man down, and the batter will be Carl Yastrzemski. Yastrzemski is 1 for 3. Lyle settles in, now deals. 6-3. That's a strikeout. 7. Yes, got him. Struck him out. Yastrzemski is an 11 against lefties. -3 makes him an 8, and he gets Yaz. 2 men down. And the last chance for the Red Sox will be Fisk. Fisk is 0 for 2. He did walk in the game. Lyle ready to close this game out. It would not be a save situation, but it's 5-0. He just wants to get it done. Lyle with the pitch. 1-3, strikeout. Strikeout 3, swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's your game. The New York Yankees shut out the BOS Sox tonight, 5-0. Nothing across. Final line score coming up, and 10-minute ticker as well. A big win, a good win for the Yankees tonight to show how dominant this team is probably going to be in the playoffs. The Red Sox now are going to hope that the Orioles lose a couple of games tonight now, as the Boston Red Sox want to stay in third in the American League East. 10-minute ticker and final line score coming up. Quick ball game, only took about an hour and 6 minutes to play. For the Yankees, 5 runs on 8 hits and no errors. For the Red Sox, no runs on 5 hits and 1 error. Doc Ellis gets the win and pitched a beautiful game. Only gave up 5 hits. He had some trouble in the first inning, but ever since then, he really wasn't threatened much the rest of the game. Louis Tiant takes the loss in this matchup, and there is no save. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. We go ahead and give the Yankees their 5-0 win. Let's see how the rest of the majors does tonight in our pennant race. Starting off, Baltimore at Detroit. The Red Sox really need Baltimore to lose this game. Let's see what happens. I got to bring the dice in, I guess, don't I? Right, so you guys can see it. So here we go. So Baltimore has a 3. 62, and that is going to be 5 runs. Detroit has a 5. The Bird was on the mound. 61, and that is also 5 runs. Wow, we got extras early on. Baltimore has a 2 clutch, so 2 plus 2 is 4. Detroit has a 2 clutch. 2 plus 6 is 8. Detroit will win the game. They will beat the Orioles, so at least on this date, and I'll make it 8-5. So on this date, the Orioles, even though with the Red Sox loss, the Orioles cannot gain any ground. That's a tough loss for Baltimore. You can't lose to Detroit. California at Kansas City. Big series going on out there. California two games back. California with a 2. 14, and that is 0. Kansas City with a 16. 64, and that is 9. And at least as of this moment, Kansas City just took over first place in the American League West, but Oakland has yet to play. Cleveland at Milwaukee. Cleveland with a 7, 51, and that is 4. Milwaukee with a 10, 31, and that is 3. And the Indians continue to hold on very well to second place, as the Indians, they're having a heck of a page here. If you want to take a look at what the Indians have done since I started this page. They have gone 11-1 since this page was written. White Sox at Oakland. Now Oakland needs to win to re-tie Kansas City for the division. White Sox with a 5, 35, and that is 3. Oakland with a 15, 36. That's going to be 5, and Oakland will re-tie the Royals. So they get that win. And the White Sox take the loss. Minnesota at Texas. The Twins are 4 games back of California for third. Minnesota with an 11, 53. And that's a 6. Texas with a 10, 33. And that is 3. That's going to be a win for the Twins. And pretty much that loss pretty much might knock Texas. They're not officially out of it, but they're like 10 games back of California. Come of that. So with California losing, Minnesota just gained a game on the Twins. They're now 3 back for third. Mets and the Cubs. Mets got to beat this team. John Matlack on the mound for my Mets. The Mets have a 9, 41. That's not bad. That's going to be 4 runs. The Cubs have a 5. I need the Cubs. Let's see, 4 runs. They need to roll a 45 or lower, and I win. 55, of course not. 55, that was a 5, and that is going to be 5 runs, and the Cubs will beat the Mets, of course. Why am I not surprised? Can't be losing to teams like that, New York. No happy recap there. Astros and the Reds. Houston with a 7. 62, and that is 6 runs for the Astros. The Reds have a 15, 35, and that is 5 runs. The Astros will beat the Reds in this game. So a win for Houston. And Steeler fan, if you're thinking Houston's going to catch the Reds, as I said, the Reds are 12 games ahead of the Astros. Cardinals at Montreal. St. Louis with a 10. Then again, stranger things have happened. 35. That's going to be 4 runs. The Expos have a 7, 24, and that is 2 runs. And that will be a win for the Redbirds. As unfortunately, the Expos are the worst team in the game. Dodgers and the Padres. Big game here. Dodgers with a 9. The Dodgers lead the Padres by 2 games for third. Dodgers are 13, and that is on a 9, and that is only 1 run. Padres have a chance to gain a game on them. A 6, 56. Yep, that's going to be 5, and the Padres will get a game on the Dodgers. That's a win for San Diego. And the Dodgers right now are 3 games under 500. Now Atlanta and the Giants. With that win by the Padres, the Padres just took over 4th. A win here for the Giants. They'll retake it. 12 for Atlanta, and they have an 8, and that's 0. Giants have an 8, 15, and that's 1. They barely win that one, and the Giants once again tie the Padres for 4th, but they are both 1 game back of the Dodgers. Now moving on to September 8th. Cleveland at Baltimore. Cleveland with a 4. 21. That's a big series, by the way, between Cleveland and Baltimore. 21. They have a 4, and that is 1 run. Baltimore with a 7. 13, and that is also 1 run. So both these, we got extras between these two. Cleveland with a clutch of 1, so 1 plus 5 is 6. Baltimore clutch of 2, 2 plus 4 is 6. Baltimore is the home team. They tie. Baltimore does get the win. And they will win 2-1 on Cleveland. That's a huge win for Baltimore. And that's only the second loss on this page for Cleveland. Now can Boston stay ahead? Detroit at Boston, both of us 17. Detroit has a 17 in this game. 32, and that is 4. The Red Sox have Spaceman on the mound, 17. 35, and that is 5. The Red Sox will go ahead and beat the Tigers. And that keeps the Red Sox a game and a half ahead of Baltimore for third. California at Kansas City. California is now 3 games back of Kansas City. 64, California has a 4, and that is a good roll. That's 6 runs. Kansas City with a 10. 36, and that is 4 runs. And the Angels will gain a game on the Royals. As the Royals take a loss, California now 2 games back of second place. Oakland, though, now can retake first place by themselves with a win. Milwaukee at the Yankees. The Brewers have a 5, 42, and that is 3. The Yankees have a 12, 26, and that is also 3. Ooh, okay, so we got extra between the Brewers and the Yankees. Milwaukee is a clutch of -2. 5 minus 2 is 3. The Yankees have a clutch of -1. 1 minus 1 is 0. The Brewers are going to get the win. They will beat the Yankees. So the Yankees pretty much take a rare loss in that one. White Sox at Oakland. White Sox with a 9. 56. And that is 6 runs. Oakland has a 12. 62, and that's going to be 7 runs. And the Oakland A's just retook first place by themselves in the American League West. As now they lead Kansas City by a game. Minnesota at Texas. Minnesota at Texas. Minnesota with a 15. 66, that is 11. Texas has a 9. 44, and that's only 4 runs. So Minnesota crushes Texas in that one. And with that win, Minnesota will stay 3 back of California for third. Mets and the Cubs. Mets better win this one. Mets have got the franchise on the mound, and the Mets have a 12. 52, there you go. And that's going to be 6 runs. The Cubs have a 3. And 6 runs. The only way the Cubs beat me is if they roll a 66. 51. Thanks. Oh, boy. Close enough. Not close enough. That's going to be a happy recap for the Mets. As we get a happy recap beating the Cubs. And the Mets are now still, they are still a game and a half back of Pittsburgh for third. The Mets trail the Phillies in 3 games in the division. Cincinnati at Houston. The Reds have a 14, and they roll an 11. That's a 0. Astros with a 7, 64, and for some reason, the Astros seem to know how to beat the Reds. Another win for the Astros. And another loss for the Reds. Gotta tell you right now, if Cincinnati has to play Houston in the playoffs, that could be really interesting. San Francisco at the Dodgers. We have this game tomorrow. Big game. San Francisco with a 10 in this one. 42, and that is 4 runs. The Dodgers have a 10. 66, that's going to be 9 runs. And the Dodgers will go ahead and take once again a 2-game lead on the Giants. Philadelphia at Pittsburgh. Another big series. Philadelphia has a 2-game lead on the Pirates for first place in the National League East. Philadelphia with a 13. 16. That's 3 runs, though. That's not bad. Pittsburgh has an 8. 22, and that is 2 runs. And the Phillies will beat the Pirates. And actually, that's good for the Mets as the Mets stay as the Mets stay. Now they are just 1 game back of the Pirates. The Mets at 76 and 62. The Pirates 77 and 61. I really want to get second place. I don't think I'm going to catch the Phils. Atlanta and the Padres. Atlanta with an 8. 22, and that is 2. The Padres have an 11. 53, and that's going to be 6 runs, and the Padres will go ahead and get that win, and they will take over 4th place. The Padres are now 1 game back of the Dodgers for 3rd. Montreal and the Cardinals. It's a doubleheader, but unfortunately the games are pretty much meaningless. Montreal starts off with an 11-34, and that is 4. The Cardinals have a 15. 52, and that is 6 runs. Montreal, they win the first game. Montreal with a 12. 31, and that is 3. And the Cardinals have a 21. 42, and that is 6. And the Cardinals will go ahead and beat the Expos twice tonight. And the Expos are now at 48 and 87. That is your 10-minute ticker tonight. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow it will be at Dodger Stadium, a big game tomorrow, as the San Francisco Giants will take on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Montefiusco against Tommy John. That will be tomorrow night's game, so I hope you'll join us for that. Steeler fan did mention I did hit 300 subs. Yes, I did. Thank you to everybody in my chat that has subscribed. I wouldn't have done this. I wouldn't have reached that if it wasn't for you guys. So you guys are spectacular. Everybody in my chat is awesome. Everybody who watches my replays and doesn't say anything, that lurks, you are awesome. And even though some of you guys tear me up in some of the comments, that's fine too. All you guys are awesome. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow night. We got a big one tomorrow. Giants and the Dodgers should be great. Steeler fan, BBBB, world's worst gamer, who called the Oscar Gamble home run earlier in the chat. Sports Time Machine, Al Red Sox fan, king of the hill. Philip Reynolds, G Puck, Bob B. And see, we also got here. Let's get you out here. Brian Patterson. Bob's Tabletop Sports. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. And please make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The Yankees shut out the Bo Sox tonight, 5-0, as the stadium cheers and the Yankee haters groan. See you guys later. Have a good one.